welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good. This session, I think we can kick off with merging some changes, maybe. Let's see what's up there. So, did he rebase this? Let me see. Yeah, this one is rebased. And this one is ready as well. Okay, cool. Then I think we can merge these guys here first. Let me look over this one more time here. There's no unchanged file. Oof. Okay, it's loading very, very slow. Oof. Okay. Okay, this looks good. Okay, here we have one file that was changed. Particles sys. Motion assigned particle. Okay. Empty additional. Empty additional. Renders an additional empty. Okay. 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 So this one touches many things in here. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, and this one touches include source. Fix spelling, code, game engine comments. Okay, cool. Okay. Then how about here we say edit, fix more spelling errors, because we already had one pass. Or how about we say comments 2. So it's the second wave. Okay, documentation. Yep, okay. Then I think we are good to merge this. Griptile is happy with it, yeah? Yeah. What is this here? Removed. W3D view, is that still the case? Files. WB view. Nope. Resolved. Recorder. What is this? Comment says extension. but function fields still use extension. Extension returns the file extension. Extension. File extension. Okay. File extension. Extension. Okay, I think this one is fine. Let's see if there are any comments here. Blah blah. Okay. 4 or 5. Huh? This one has 5 or 5. This one has 4 or 5. Pay close attention to any files outside the provided diff range. Okay, what is that? Pay close. There are already review noted logic changes in object CPP. Object CPP, what's up with that? Objects. Let me retrigger review. Add greptire AI. Pay close attention to any files outside the provided diff range that were mentioned in previous threads. I don't understand. Already review noted logic changes. I don't understand what that means. Okay, while we wait for this, let's see. Afterwards, can we merge this or not? Yeah, it can still be improved here. Let's wait a bit longer for this one. Good, then after these are merged, this one still has a leftover to do. There's one to do left in description. Okay. Then afterwards you can merge this one and then this one. This and this. Okay, this one we then probably also need to rebase, I guess. Depends. Okay. Then, yeah, let's wait here for this review. Okay, let's see what Greptile says about it. 5 of 5. Okay. Okay. Oof. Okay. Good. Then I think we are good to go on this one. Squash and merge. Fix spelling errors. Yeah, okay. Confirm. Next. Squash and merge. Okay. Okay, confirm. Good. Then all these guys are merged. Then it will just now build this guy here. Yeah. Then the next step, let's see if this one needs a rebase. It doesn't. Okay, then we can also merge this with rebase. Let me go through the commits one more time. I think I did verify that these all individually compile, right? If I recall correctly. Clip frames. Remove unused functions. Test each compiles, each commits compiles on its own. Good, then I think we can go ahead and squash and merge this. Good, then I think we can pull the trigger on this one. Rebase and merge. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Delete. Okay. There's that. Then next. I think now we wait for building. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. In the meantime, while we wait, let me see. Author myself. So we then have this one is approved. So can we merge this one right after. This one is still pending. This one. So this one would be next. Mhm. So here we have a question. Maybe parts of this could go into start move debris. With the velocity and val multipliers pass into it, then call that. Maybe. To start move debris. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will look into that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then let me see. Author. Cabal 009. So here's these two mismatches here. Yeah. Okay, what about this one here? Okay, he didn't work on this further. Okay. Change the title though. Okay, what about this one? Do we have an update in here? Memory increase. Okay, that's still a work in progress. Okay, what about this one here? This pull request does not aim to completely bypass the CD check. The goal of this change is to provide a way to run the executables under a retail installation without triggering an infinite CD check loop. But it doesn't have an infinite CD check loop. It is not an infinite CD check loop. It is not infinite. According to code, pressing the cancel button should exit the loop. Does it work? Does it not work? If the cancel works, if the cancel button works, then this prompt works as designed. Therefore the suggestion is to put this and other similar CD checks behind a new RTS Support CD macro. CMake option. CMake option. Enable CD prompts. Enable behind. TS. Enable crash dump. Enable CD RTS support. RTS enable CD. RTS CD support. Yes. CD support. RTS CD support. RTS CD. RTS. I don't know what to name this option. RTS CD support. Yeah, RTS CD support. Enable CD support. RTS CD support. Good. What's the current state? It's building. Okay, then we can go ahead and merge this one. Next. Fix the logical dirt effect update code. Okay. Yeah, look over the code one more time. Truck draw. Speed else. Okay. Okay. Then I will merge this as well. Fix the logical dirt effect update code. Okay, good. Then that means we can now rebase this one here and update main branch. So then we go here, main, we do a remotes, fetch and prune. So, truck draw dot effect 2. That one we matched, yeah. Logical dot effect, yeah. Okay, so there we can delete. Then we can also delete this one. And then we can also delete this one. And this one. Then we do a pull. Then next we do we go here. Yeah. Go here. And we do a rebase on main. Rebase. Okay. Then let's. So he wants this to be refactored. Okay, let's see how we can do that. Start move debris. Okay, then the first step is to re-add these functions, right? So I think the easiest way to do that is we do a revert this commit, and then we reset this and this. And this and this. Okay. Reset. Hold on. Yeah. Good. I think that is basically these functions restored. Yeah. And then, yeah, let me do a compile, then I think it will fail. Well, let's not do a compile yet. Let me see. Start move debris. So let's do it in. Yeah, let's take this out. Okay, so he wants to move this stuff into a function. Mult. Mult. Mult start. Mult. Mult. Set velocity multiplier. Set velocity multiplier. Stop. Start and stop. Start and stop. Velocity. Start. I'm not so sure. I don't know if it makes sense to bundle start with these two then. Kick debris higher the faster we move. Yeah. I'm not entirely sold on this idea. Yeah. I mean, it is a reasonable suggestion to have like a start debris function, to keep the start debris function and next to the stop debris, right? Like it was originally, like this, right? So it kind of makes sense, but the problem is that the usage does not support this pattern. Because here, what we do, we have an update, and so it uses this update to start and stop, or start or stop, but also update, right? In one go, because we only want to search for the particle once. We don't want to search twice. So, yeah. um. Stop. Start and stop. Maybe. Yeah, I don't like bundling these together. The start with these two. Getting this out of this update loop, yeah, it would be great, but it's not that straightforward to do. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a way where it would be elegant. So we do have a stop, which does the same thing, but then calls stop. Okay. We want to save for start. Okay, we could do that, but then we still need to do this here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. It's it's not straightforward. Hey, parts of this could go into yes, in principle that would be good, but I looked at this for a few minutes now, and it's not great. Yes, in principle, it would be good to pair stop, move, stop. What is it? Stop, move, debris. Stop, move, debris. Start, move, debris. But this update does not just start and stop, but also update multipliers or update particle system settings. It does not fit into, does not strictly fit into, but keeping them closely tied together in this update is preferable, because then particle systems only need 3 searched ones each. Does not strictly fit. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to do it, but it adds, I don't know, it adds confusion in ways. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Particle says stop. I don't know. I don't like it. I will revert this, reset. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, I will leave it as is for now. I don't know how to do it better. Mm-hmm. Good. Then before we jump back at code, let me let me do the ImGUI review. I think that is ready. ImGUI. Let's take a look at that. Okay. So I got a 5 of 5 score. Yeah. Let's take a look. Everything has been updated according to desired specs, except the boot screen ImGUI wish that requires some trial and error. We'll find sometime soon. I had other time consuming issues. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There shouldn't be merge conflicts really much, I would imagine. Well, maybe a bit. Good, then good, then let me go through all the items that I had commented. Actually, how about we test it again? So I think it was this one, right? Pull rebase. Then let's do a compile. Okay. Then we wait for the compilation. Partially reloaded. Okay. Let me also take a look at this guy here. Using null PTR will cause a compile error. Oof. ChatGPT suggested to use null display string. Oof. Oof. Okay. That sucks. Yeah. Okay. Try display string. Try display string null PTR. Or let's do a static cast. Okay, let's look over the code again. Good. So, refresh observer list, draw observer list, blah, blah, blah. So this one, allow the observer list font size to be set, size of 0 disabled set. Okay. Okay. Drop server list, blah, blah, blah. Get observer list font size. Yeah. Observer list font size. Name key generator. Game info. Blah, blah. T money rank XP. I think we give way too many customization options here. Font, bold, position, label color, value color, drop color, background alpha. Why do we give so much customization options here? It's a maintenance hell. Okay, so that's a big file. Okay. Draw Y. 0.5. Base Y. Base Y. How does this work now? Observer row. Line H. Observer row times line H. Observer row. Better name for this is row count. Simpler. Oops. I think observer list is not an optimal name for this. First and foremost, it is a player list visible to observers. But theoretically, but it contains players. Not observers. And in theory, it could also be shown to actual players. So a better name is draw player list. Player info list. Yeah. Many times in this change. Yeah, I think observer list is not great because, like, when you just see it observer list, you think, okay, it shows us observers or something, right? But what it really is a player info list showing us information about players to the observer. So, yeah, I think it's observer control bar on draw. Observer list, player info list. Or maybe just call it player info, draw player info, draw player info list. Yeah, info list or player info list. Yeah, something along these. Observer list, I think it's not a great name. No. Okay. Okay, down here is now a loop. Okay, that's cool. Server list. Set text. You can make these 5 blocks. You can put these 5 blocks into a loop by using a function overloads. Values, row, set text. Function overloads, taking int or a string. Just taking ASCII string. Yeah. gelöst war, ja. No. Well, how do we input the server name? It's not so straightforward to do, I think. Yeah. Perhaps the 4 blocks above could become a loop, or taking integer. Taking unsigned integer. Maybe. Will this ever be true except for the very first update? I would expect that the name never changes, so this would only need setting once. Setting once. Question is, how do we say there's no init function for this, right? Let me just ask, this condition will seldom be true. Can we optimize this somehow? Because We do not expect player names to change during a match. Okay, yeah, otherwise I think it looks fine. Maybe try to optimize this, or I mean refactor this to get this smaller here. I don't have a good idea how we can get rid of this here, because it still needs to do it at some point, right? It needs to happen at least once when we enter this, so it needs to happen, but the question is if there's a way, like it's most of the time it will be wasted effort, this comparison, right? But I also don't have a good idea how this can be optimized. I do not have a good idea for this. Okay. Okay, but other than this, I think it looks pretty decent. So this one is resolved. He did that. I think he did that. Yeah, and he did that. Okay. Good, then let's send a new review. Good. So is Greptile still happy with it? Missing cons. Okay, what is this? Well, looks like we need to compile again. Do we care that the above matrix refactor introduce small differences in output? Maybe we need to make note of it somewhere so it doesn't come as a surprise. As long it kind of is expected because we swapped the X matrix function with custom function, so yes, it can be different. As long as they are not as long as they were not used in logic, this is safe. Okay, so let me search again. So he wants some constantness, yeah? Where? Show me. Well, that is definitely not const. Start, stop, that's not const. Stop. Nope. Nope. Particles. Nope. 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 Okay, so far I don't see anything that can be actually const. Where is this? Missing const qualifier. Show me. Is it wasting my time again? Let's say. Sys template const. Aha. Create particle system. Create particle system takes const, yeah. Let me see. It's loading. Very slowly. Oh boy, it's hanging. It might have crashed. No, it's back. Let's see. Create particle system. Oh boy. It takes const. It does. Okay. Okay, that's fair comment, yeah. Then let me search for this. There are two of these, yeah. Okay, yeah, this can be const. Okay, thank you very much. Much appreciated. There we go, const. Okay. And so does this need to be... Does this need to be in this one or the other one? Const, find, const system, find. Which line is 224? Tank truck draw 224. 224. Yeah, right. That was const here before as well. Okay. Well, then we do a fix up commit for this one, yeah. Let's do a rebase. Hopefully that goes without conflicts. Without conflicts. Let's double check that. Const. Fantastic. Fantastic. Find templates. Find templates. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, fantastico. Then let's push that, or let's double check first that it compiles here. There we go. Okay. Then we push that. Refresh. Roger. Fixed. Roger. Okay. Good. Good, then I hope Mr. Greptile is happy now, yeah. Good. Then let's return to this guy and compile again. Configure. Good. I think we have this. So imgui, where is it? imgui, yeah, it's enabled. Okay, generates. Okay. Reload. And let's compile. Okay, cool. Then next step, what do we do next? Next, I think I will take a break. How about that? Yeah, has been 1 hour 30. The next session we will continue with the imgui review. Yeah, and then there's one thing I wanted to do, but I will get to it when I get to it. Good. Then I hope you enjoyed. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.